Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm here with Charles, and Charles's foster dog, Lily. We're doing Lily's adoption video, and we'd like to introduce you to this wonderful girl. Lily is about 40 pounds, and she's about a year and a half old, and she came in as a stray, so we're not exactly sure as to her lineage, but we believe she's a husky mix, predominantly husky. She certainly has a lot of husky characteristics, at least the good ones. We'd like to introduce those to you as we do this video. Let me start by doing a little bit of a temperament assessment on Lily to show you just how sweet and gentle this girl is. She's truly an exceptionally sweet girl, very trusting and loving. So what I want to do is start by pulling her up into my lap, rubbing her belly. So she's in a submissive position here. This would make some dogs apprehensive, particularly if a stranger were doing it to them. But she's just fine with that. She trusts me. So she's very trusting of new people. And I want to show that I can play with her paws. Certainly there's no risk of being bit by this girl. I can put my hand in her mouth. I can play with her ears. Pull on her coat. Pull on her tail. What is that? Who's doing that? That's me. Yes, you're a good girl. And she's very sweet and very calm when I do all of these things. Come on, I'm going to try to pick you up. Let's show how I can hold you. Oh, there we go. This will have to do. Do you like that, huh? You can see she's used to people. She's not a frightened dog. She's not a dog that grew up without human interaction. She definitely knows how to give and receive love. I have a few treats here. So what I'd like to show is that Lily is in fact very gentle with food treats. There's no risk of getting nipped or bit here. You can see just how gentle she is. No food aggression whatsoever. I put my face to hers. It does not cause her any kind of stress or apprehension. Good job, Lily. Good job. I have more treats here for you. She's a very gentle eater, isn't she? Very. Is she a grazer at home?
No, she's not.
She eats
She's
well?
a very slow eater.
Very slow? Okay.
And she typically
Well,
waits
that's
for
what I
my
meant.
other two dogs to start eating
Yeah.
before she starts eating.
That's what I meant by a grazer.
Is that what you meant?
They tend to just pick a little here, a little there, and slowly eat. It's rather unusual for dogs when they're around other dogs to behave that way. Usually they get into the spirit of eating fast. But I get that sense from her. She's just very calm about her dinner. Great. So you can see she's a wonderful dog on assessment. She has no stress, no apprehension from being handled, no food aggression, and there's really no worries about her being a nippy, nervous dog. So Charles, why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of Lily, how she came to be with you?
Okay. I've had Lily about 1 month now, and she was a neighborhood stray that I'd seen for about 3 months prior to my getting her. I would see her around the neighborhood. I would see her in a gas station where I buy my fuel, and she was always very, very calm. She would go up to strangers readily, probably seeking food. From what I understand, she had a litter of puppies about 5 or 6 months ago underneath an abandoned house, and all those puppies were acquired by another family that ended up finding a way to adopt them out. Anyway, that family did not take ownership of Lily, and consequently, she really did not have a home. And because of that, I felt she needed to be saved. She needed to find a really good home. So I took her in about a month ago, as I said, and since then have come to really enjoy her company and have a lot of fun with her. And she gets along really well with my Basset Hound and my Dalmatian. She brings out some behaviors in them that I didn't think they had. they find that they enjoy her just as much as I do, and they show affection towards her, which is odd for my two really laid-back dogs. Anyway, she's wonderful, and I sure hope she can find a great home.
I don't think there'll be any problem in her finding a wonderful home because she is an exceptionally good dog. So I understand that she's been in your house for a month and have observed that she's house trained.
Yes. She
is
has not had a single accident during that whole time.
great. And you do crate her
I
when
crate
you go to work?
I crate her at the most about 4 hours twice a day. I come home at lunchtime, let her out, and she tolerates the crate quite well.
So she's crate trained.
She's crate
house trained. Gets along very well with other animals. I know you go jogging with her.
I jog maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and she is a very ready and willing jogging partner. We typically jog about 3 miles each time. She handles that very, very easily.
Even in the heat that we have
Even
here.
in the heat. Typically, I jog with her about 7 in the evening, and even then it's in the 90s,
Right.
and she does quite well.
Right. So definitely she can handle cooler weather and probably run all day if she wanted to. Which is a characteristic of the breed. As a husky, you know, they are built to run. They have a very strong heart and good musculature to run for many, many miles. Something to keep in mind. They do need to be exercised more than some other breeds do. So she needs somebody who has a bit of an active lifestyle. Maybe takes her for daily walks or does some jogging or likes to go hiking. Certainly hiking would be fantastic for her because it stimulates them so much to be in the woods or on a trail. And a athletic dog like this can certainly jump a low fence quite easily. And with that desire to run, that's a consideration as well. You want to make sure you keep a secure area for her. You don't leave her unattended. She may just decide to go for a jog on her own, right? But she is very attached to you as well. So you can see that with her. She wants to be close to you. She's not trying to get away. As you can see here, she loves being next to us.
And she's become very attached to you in this brief time.
It doesn't take long for her. She's certainly charming enough to win over any person. Well, you know, in terms of her health, she came in remarkably good health, and that's primarily due to her young age, a year and a half or so. You know, there's not a lot that can be wrong. Certainly nothing that we can't handle very easily and rescue. So she's in great shape, and she's going to have a long and healthy life because of that. So we got you at the right time, kiddo. So anything else you want to tell us about how she does with you? I know in the neighborhood you have
Yes.
kids.
Actually, I became really aware of her need to be taken in by a shelter or rescue organization by 3 young girls who became attached to her. And they knew I did rescue work, and they sought me out to try to find a home for her. And the only way they could have been that motivated was to have a really close relationship with her. So she's very, very good with children.
And she used to go into their home.
And she
on occasion.
actually would be invited into their homes on occasion, and in there they would be bathed, or she would be bathed, and they would feed her in there, and they would interact, or she would interact with the whole family. It was really, really quite remarkable for a dog that had been living out on the street for who knows how long.
And how old are those children?
I'm thinking they were anywhere from 7 to 10.
Fairly young children. And I understand there are cats.
Yes, there are a lot of cats, feral cats, just hanging around. And we would, in the course of our daily walks, go right by these cats, and Lily would look at them briefly and then just walk right on by as if they had no interest for her. So she's great with children and does not seem to be aggressive towards cats. It's wonderful.
That is good. A good girl. Okay, Charles, why don't we have you take her for a little leash walk, and I'll film it, and we can show us how she does on leash. I know this is a ritual with you guys.
Sure.
She's used to it.
Girl. Absolutely no pulling.
I see that. Very easy on the leash.
Very easy.
Will she sit for you?
You can try.
Yeah.
Lily, sit. Sit, Lily. A little bit of encouragement.
She's trying.
Come on, girl. You can do it. Sit. Sit, Lily. Come on, girl. There we go.
Gotta get that beautiful face. She is absolutely gorgeous. Aren't you, Lily? Good girl. Okay. Well, for the final part of this adoption video for Lily, why don't I bring out a couple of my dogs. I have a couple of Rottweilers that I use for assessing other dogs, and we'll have them come out and tell us what they think of Lily. So we'll be right back with Aldo and Bella to see their interaction. We have Lily out with my two Rottweilers. We have Bella, and we have Aldo over here. And as you can see, Bella and Aldo are very unconcerned about Lily's presence. They don't perceive her to be a threat in the least, which is a very good indication that Lily is a stable dog, and they can sense that. Where you going, Lily? We can see by the body language that they're relaxed with each other, that there are no concerns. Aldo, where you going, baby? There's Lily. So Lily's just a little bit shy with these new big dogs. Somebody walking by. Oh, Lily went to join them. Good job, Lily. Shown you that Lily is excellent upon assessment for temperament, that she does very well on leash. Heard from Charles, her foster dad, about how wonderful she is in the home, on their walks and runs with children, and she doesn't even react to cats in the neighborhood. And finally, we've shown you Lily with my assessment Rotties, Bella and Aldo, to see that she is a very stable dog, and they perceive that from her very easily. So we think that Lily is a wonderful candidate for adoption. Come here, girl. Sit. You want to stand? It's okay. Wonderful candidate for adoption. And we hope that her forever family is watching and will want to get her soon. So Lily's definitely ready for her forever family, aren't you? Okay. Thank you for watching Lily's adoption video. Good job, Lily. Good job.